Hi there, I'm Evan, and today I'll be answering the question, how do viruses and bacteria mutate, and what causes this? My explanation will begin with viruses. The word virus comes from the Latin term virulentus, which means poisonous or slimy liquid. They are infectious agents of extremely small size and composition that can only reproduce inside living animals, plants, or bacteria. This technically means that whether or not they're alive is debatable, but that's a topic for another day.
First, I'll explain how viruses spread. It can vary from virus to virus, but some of the ways are through water or fluids, air, the food that you eat, and even through animals to humans. One specific example is sneezing. Achoo! And that is the launching of air particles from your mouth. With all these ways to spread viruses, many can become infected very quickly, like all these people here.
This can happen especially if the virus is suited to a specific climate, like the flu, which does much better in cold and dry areas. Here are some quick examples of viruses and how they spread. Ebola spreads through blood, dengue fever spreads through mosquitoes, and influenza spreads through coughs and sneezes. Once a virus infects a person, the virus tends to hijack cells by injecting genetic material into the cell and taking over. The virus then uses the cell to make more copies of itself and take over more cells. The person becomes sicker and passes the virus on through transport systems the virus likes best, such as blood, sneezes, and so on. There are two main ways a virus can mutate, antigenic drift and antigenic shift. In antigenic drift, the virus evolves over time through random mistakes or mutations in the virus that occur randomly. These are small changes in the virus, but they can add up over time. This is why we need a new vaccine for the flu each year. I will try and demonstrate this now. This virus right here will slowly change. As you can see, the virus has changed. With antigenic shift, things get a little crazy. This is the process of two viruses coming together to create a new virus that's extremely different from past viruses, such as these two viruses combining to make this one. This can cause pandemics like the one we're in right now, and this type of mutation can occur when, let's say, swine flu and human flu infect a bird and the viruses combine. This last type of mutation is the most deadly because humans will have no antibodies for it yet. This image is a really good representation of antigenic shift, so if you didn't get it from what I said, just take a look at this and it really helps. I'll now be talking about how we fight viruses. When an unfamiliar virus comes into our body, you get sick because your body can't fight it off. Once the virus is detected, however, your body sends white blood cells to fight it and try and figure out the weaknesses. Once the white blood cells fight the virus, most of them die, but some stick around. These are memory cells. They hold on to the memory of the virus so that if the virus comes back, your body will know how to defeat it. Then there are vaccines. They send weakened versions of the virus into your body so it can develop antibodies. When we take vaccines, we not only protect ourselves, but we protect others as well. When you don't receive vaccines, you could endanger those around you because you could possibly spread the virus to them. This is Samantha. Samantha is allergic to the preservatives in vaccines and has a legitimate reason not to get one. This is Todd. Todd is someone who thinks the government is tracking us through our vaccines and tells people not to get them. Don't be like Todd. Todd goes in the pit. Now on to bacteria. Bacteria are found all around us and usually can only be seen with a microscope. They are oftentimes not harmful and can even be beneficial to us, but in some cases they can be extremely deadly. Some examples are cholera, E. coli, salmonella, which can be found in chicken. All are deadly bacteria that can kill us. However, in the majority of cases, they're very helpful. Bacteria break down dead animals and plants, and we use bacteria to make cheese, and penicillin, a really famous antibiotic, has helped kill countless harmful bacteria and saved countless lives. Bacteria mutate when errors in their reproduction occur, but most when people don't take a full course of antibiotics. Taking a full course of antibiotics will kill all the harmful bacteria inside of you and make you feel much better. But if you don't, stuff goes wrong. For one, let's say you take half the dose you're supposed to. You do feel better, but the bacteria isn't really gone. It just will come back, and maybe it'll come back with resistance. That means that bacteria is resistant against the antibiotics we use, meaning we have to go out and get new ones. All because Steve here didn't take his antibiotics.